Hey guys, Chef Jojo here, and on this episode we're going to talk about how your crew, those people that you work with every day, can become just like family. And as always, we're going to talk about this over a drink. So before we get into this, and I hear your opinions, this episode's beer is Chronic Ale by Pizza Port. It's their amber ale. It's what was at the store. And I don't know how well I'm going to do on this episode. I can be honest about that because it's a very personal subject. And sometimes we gloss over it and we don't really realize how close we become to each other inside this industry. I was recently talking about it with my wife about how, all things, like what I would say is all tints and purses, and I know that's wrong, but that's what I say to make a joke. But I don't really have an enormous amount of friends outside the industry. I've worked too much for that, some of my best friends are cooking across the country and places that and are scheduled with their family. We don't talk. And it's hard for us to relate and with other people because we work weekends, we work nights, we work. And I might be just kind of different than others, but I feel like this is what I was supposed to do. And my family supports me in that. And here we are today. But the reason why I'm choosing this topic to talk about is I just lost someone very, very close to me through work. And it's really devastating. It's upsetting. And all of the things, because I know that we've all lost somebody over these last couple of years, right? Either COVID or anything like that. But this one has hit me really, really hard. And I was thinking about it. I came out here in 2013 to start a food and beverage company for the Honda Center. And the reason why I came out here is because I wanted to make a difference in our industry and do something that had never been done before inside sports and entertainment. And I got that opportunity. And we were very successful. And the only reason that we were as successful as we were is because of the crew that we had. And I've never had a better culinary crew than the opening team at Honda Center for a lot of different reasons. And there was a lot of people in it that came and went and stuff. But there was one particular group of people where we created a program called Honda Center Genesis Kitchen, and George and Matt and myself wanted to do more for the people that were there. So we wanted to invest in them to make sure that they were able to go off to the next level. And we created this class by the support of great leadership and people saying, go for it, go for it. That was the most amazing thing about working there at the time. They just said, do it. And we did. And I got to know a lot of people inside that crew. You have 1,000 people that work inside the Honda Center. We had over 160 employees that were in culinary. And then we had, let's say, 25 or 30 people in HCGK is what we called it, and then it dwindled down, and there was like 15 or so as the class progressed. Well, one of the members of our crew passed away on Monday, and I can't say it as well as one of my other friends said it. And what she wrote on her Facebook was, if you don't work in this industry, you won't understand the bond that is built or I don't know. Yeah, like you don't understand the bond of a culinary group or people that work in a business or in an industry where you really depend on them. You end up spending so much time with them, and then we were so tight and did so much that you feel like that's a member of your family. You know, the military often talks about that. You know, they talk about the brotherhood or the sisterhood inside branches of the military. And that's always resonated with me because of the way I feel close to the people that I've worked with over the years. I mean, I have people that I haven't spoken to in years, but if they texted me and they needed something, I would drop whatever was going on to make sure I was there. You can't say that about everybody that you work with. And I'm truly upset and kind of bewildered at how it plays out, but life has never been easy. It's remarkable to me, and I think maybe why it's been so upsetting is the fact that as the chef, as what I wanted to be as of the leader, I was supposed to protect and help everybody become who they wanted to be. And I spent a lot of time talking about that. I can't tell you it's just sad. And going into the new year, dropping a video about being stuck and breaking free and, you know, kind of trying to revitalize this. And I'll share a story with you about Santiago. Huge supporter. He always loved what we were doing at E.C.O. or just in general. He talked to everybody. He was a great person. Everybody liked Santi. And I know some people called him Jimmy and because they knew him in a different way. Like some people don't know me as Jojo, or they knew me as Joe. But that was so long ago. I did my first shift drink, and it's the most popular shift drink. It was our second or third shift drink, and it's our most popular to this day, where I talk about the 20 things. And I'll have Jaden put a link up to the 20 things. And I went out on a limb and did it, and we dropped it, and I came into work that day, and it was a big deal because I wanted to see how everybody, what they thought. And I was like, Santi, did you see the video? And he's like, damn, chef, that was so crazy. And him saying, damn, chef, I'm not going to get to hear that anymore. And I was like, what'd you think? And he's like, chef, if that was a real beer and you were talking all that, he's like, it was straight fire or something. That I just remember getting his approval, and it meant so much. Well, that's how it goes, right? You find these people that help you, and you build these relationships, and sometimes they're a phone call away and sometimes they're not. And I think that Annie said it best in her post, you know, a lot of us have moved away, created companies, done other things, gone to other cities, have taken other jobs. But that crew I'll never forget. And I don't want to. With all the pain, with all the craziness that happens, life is never really fair. And what's really crazy to me is yesterday someone made a comment on that same video about the 20 things. And you know what they said? They said, this is why I want to leave this industry, is because I want to be able to be normal. I want to go home and spend time with my family. I want to have dinner with them. I want to be off on weekends like a normal person. I have to tell you that I don't want to be normal. I want to do this because if I do this, I get to meet people like Santi. And I get to help them, and they get to help me. I've never been normal my whole life. Why should I start trying now? Well, I don't know how you guys feel about the people you work with, but when we were doing Chef E.C.O of the month and talking about it, you guys sent in a lot of letters, and it was really kind of special. These last few days, I've been really kind of like reflecting and thinking about that crew. I still talk to a lot of them, and I'd still do anything for any of them. I'm wondering how you feel about some of the people that you worked with. And I'm starting at 2013. There's so many more people I could name. Ronnie, Jonathan Williams, Nicely, Buko, Alex, Karen, Daniel, Igor. There's hundreds. Bern. Rest in peace, Bern. He used to bust my chops. There's so many people. And I think where it switches is when you're coming up and people look out for you and they're your mentor and they're looking to make you better. It's kind of part of the process. But I truly feel like I've lost somebody that I was supposed to look out for. That's a tough pill to swallow. It's hard. And all we did was make food together. And to me, it's not as simple as it sounds. Anyway, that's my thoughts. How your crew can become your family. I don't know. If you guys like this video, I'd love to hear about your comments. I'd love to hear what you think. All I can say is, rest in peace, Santi. We're going to miss you. Cheers. Until next time, I'm Chef Jojo.